Back from the bye week. Hope y'all enjoyed the bye week. I did enjoy the bye week. I took a bye week off of content, so I enjoyed my bye week. We enjoyed your bye week as well. We're back with another video, back with another live stream. Tonight we'll be talking about the Broncos game in much more intricate detail. I'll give you guys some details about what I got going on for the channel going forward, and also talk a lot of things this evening. So hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. When I roll to 8,000 subscribers, hit the subscribe button, like button, share button, and let's get right into today's live stream. Let's get it. Let's go. What up? What's going on? Welcome back to the PSN Command. That was your boy TonyHamilton Tech back on the video. I'll go to golf. I'll golf right now. Golf up indoors and pay with all people with all my laws and permits. Today's video. Get right into it. So, first of all, quick verse of the day says John chapter 8, verse 32 says follows, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Clean and simple, nothing too much. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys that that have been supporting me since day one. I very appreciate you guys. And even the new subscribers, I appreciate all of you guys. No discrimination over here. I appreciate all you guys been supporting me over the past 6 years, me doing this whole YouTube thing. I started my channel back in 2019, back in the season where we were absolutely terrible. Once again, we're terrible, but through the ups and downs, through the name changes, with the Redskins and the football team, Commanders, all that. Thank you all for all your support. Thank you for all the fellow content creators that I've met during this time. Shout out to the guys in the comments. And shout out to Grant. She Grant in the comments section. Shout out, man. Lil C White as well. Shout out to all of y'all in the comment section. I'm going to start with the comment section, but we'll actually get to the actual preview. So let's go ahead and get to the comment section real quick. NFC East has gotten very interesting with the Eagles lose to the Bears. Yes, it has gotten very interesting. I would definitely agree with you on that one. Shout out to Full Command Show. Shout out to Grant Mitchell. That's my guy. What's good, my boy? What's up, my boy? How you, my boy? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays, you too, my brother. Appreciate your support. Please like the stream and subscribe. I very appreciate that as well. Good looking out. Let's get right into the shenanigans this evening, though, because we do got something to talk about. We'll talk, who's in, who's out, all that injury report. This history we've had with the Broncos. And then also, shout out to my cousin Adrian. Going to the game with her. She's a Broncos fan. She's about to get on my nerves. But she bought a ticket for me to go to the game. So, home game vlog coming this Sunday. Monday at 6:00 p.m. So go ahead and stick tuned to that as well. I'll start an off-season series in January too, breaking down the different parts of the off-season. Who should we keep? Who should we not keep? Talking about free agency previews, mock free agencies, mock drafts, all that type of stuff. That we started in January. I will not be doing it in the middle of the season. I know we're bad. I know we want to talk about the end of the season. I want the season to end first. I want to know what draft pick we have, and then I will proceed. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. Hey, hello, Alicia. How are you? Arthur, how are you? Grant, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that so much. But let's get right into the video. So, also I'll be reviewing last night's action and today's action as well. So a little bonus content for y'all at the end of the stream as well. Let's go ahead and get started with the history we've had with the Denver Broncos, because we've had a very, 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 very convoluted history with the Broncos. Start with that. So, we're 8-8 versus the Denver Broncos all time. We have won 8 games, we've lost 8 games to the Denver Broncos. We had one postseason matchup that was the Super Bowl with we beat the crap out of them. We beat the fuck fire out them boys. But nonetheless, yeah, that happened. But yeah, we've had a very interesting history. So let's look here. In 2023, it was EB, it was Sam Howell, it was Terry McLaurin and Brian Robinson Jr. and start 2-0. It was so fun. I was in the hookah lounge, fucking hookah, like 2-0. Who's gonna beat us? Who's gonna stop us? We went 4-13. But nonetheless, it was fun, right? In 2021, they beat us 17-10. That was Taylor Heineke, Chase Young, Montez Sweat. Of course, it was Terry. Terry's always a constant. Who's our starting running back? Was it Antonio Gibson? It was Antonio Gibson, yes. We struggled offensively in that game. We couldn't get nothing going. I think was it Curtis Samuel scored a touchdown in that game? I think it was Curtis Samuel who scored the one touchdown we scored in that game. And or was it? No, it was DeAndre Carter actually in that game to make it. It was 10-9 at that point, or something like that, or it's tied at 10, and they scored a touchdown to ice the game. And it was an ugly game for offenses. Both offenses were terrible. We played in 2017. That was Kirk Cousins. Lit them boys up. We threw 3 touchdowns in the first half. Easy victory, but we were already out the playoff picture at that point. In 2013, that was the other game we was up 21-17 at one point, and they just rolled off like 28 unanswered and beat the living you know what out of us. Sweet honey iced tea. 09, I don't remember that game too vividly. I believe that was Jason Campbell. I think Brandon Lloyd caught one pass. The one pass he caught as a Redskin. That was against his former team. Don't quote me on that one. 05, that was Clinton Portis and all that good jazz. He couldn't get his revenge. Now I won't go further than that because 01, I was like 8 years old, so I wouldn't know. Don't ask me questions. But yeah, that's kind of that. Okay. Yeah, so we're 8-8 versus the Broncos all time. Interesting history here with the Broncos. Can we break the tie and go up 9-8 in this series? It's gonna be tough to do that. They're 9-2 going into this game, and we're 3-8. Come off a 6-game losing streak. So how is this gonna happen? But let's look at the injury reports to who's in and out for each team, and then we'll get to key to victory and all that good jazz. Let's look who's out for us. Noah Brown's out. He did not practice on Friday after practicing full on Thursday. With the I don't know what injuries, knee, groin, knee, nonsense, whatever it is, he's not playing. He'll probably play next week versus the Vikings. We play Vikings next week. Probably play against the Vikings next week, but he's not playing this week. Treylon Burks with the finger surgery. He's good to go. Unspecified, he's going to play. Welcome back, Treylon Burks. I want to see what he can do as well. Jaden Daniels coming off the left elbow dislocation. He was limited all week. He'll be out. He's not cleared for contact yet. That's why he's not playing. But he's throwing well, which is good to see. But he's just not cleared for contact. Will Harris is questionable with the ankle injury. He was full all week. I think they're going to activate him tomorrow. He's going to come off the IR and play Sunday versus the Broncos, making his first start since week 3. Dre Jackson out. He was full on Wednesday, limited Thursday, did not practice on Friday with the knee. He's out. I think he's going to play next week. His 21-day window is also open. I don't think it could be open for too much longer. I think we have 2 more weeks on that window, so he'll have to play eventually, and I think he'll play next week. Ali Cajo, full all week, unspecified with the concussion. He's going to play. Jalen is going to play with the hip injury. He had the bye week, so I think he's fine. Same with Frankie Lou with the shoulder. Terry with the quad. Terry McLaurin is back. Welcome, Terry. Scary Terry McLaurin. He's back like Cook, you know what, in the A's. He's back. He's back. With the quad, he's back. Welcome back, Terry. He did not practice on Friday, though, so I'm surprised he's playing. He'll probably have a snap count, though. Chris Moore with the shoulder, he's going to play. Tyler Ott is questionable with the illness and a back injury. I don't want to have a problem with a long snapper, please. For the love of Jesus Christ, can we not have a problem with long snappers? I don't have time for a long snapper getting my nerves today. I just don't have time for that. So I hope he can go because that would really, really tick me off, Chris Rodriguez with the cold, hoping the 19, but it's an illness. It's not the 19. If it was the 19, he wouldn't play. But it probably the flu or something, or a cold or respiratory infection, something like that. It's that time of year, so it kind of makes sense. He was full the last 2 days of the week, so he's going to play. I mean, Ben Sinnott will be back from the ankle injury. He's going to play. I want to see Ben Sinnott get more snaps. All right, let's look at the Broncos, my cousin's favorite team. Adrian's going to get on my nerves Sunday. If my cousin Adrian is watching this, Miss Busey, you're going to piss me off this week. Don't fight them with your daggone team, but whatever. Oh, look who's back. It's Patrick Surtain II. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my gosh. This might be ugly. All right, Pat Bryant. He's going to go. Jonathan Cooper is going to go. Alex Simpson is going to go. Patrick Surtain II is back with the pectoral, I think, tear or string. What the heck happened to him? But he was out for like 3 weeks. He's back. Jonah Ellis with the hamstring. He is questionable. I do not care. I don't think he's that important to their defense, but nonetheless. Nate Atkins with a knee. He's out, but Nate Atkins isn't super important. They got guys like former Jaguar, former Giant, Evan Ingram. So they're fine. So nothing important to see here. All the important guys are going to go. Most of our important guys besides Jaden is not playing. Noah Brown's irrelevant. I do not care about that guy. He is he's in the shadow room to me. I no longer care about that. But that is the injury report in a nutshell. Let's see. Let's look at keys to victory tonight versus the Broncos. I'm going to start with the offense because the offense, it was the side of the ball that did struggle last week, 2 weeks ago versus the Dolphins. I think we're going to have to run the football. I know they're like a top 5 rushing defense. I get it. It's going to be hard to do so. But I think you're going to have to find a way to run the ball. Like, you got to get creative with the run game. Like Debo. Debo had to be an X factor in this game. Jet sweeps, tosses to Debo, stuff like that. You got to get real creative. You want to get little, in your bag. The Cliff want to get in his bag, bro. Like all these duos and all this nonsense he's been trying to run with Bill. Can you run Bill outside and also just kind of run toward the edges a little bit more? Sorry. I had a long day today. But yeah, so run to the edges, stuff like that, and attack these corners in the run game so they won't have to be so, happy to cover receivers because they've been getting ran on all day. So yeah, run the ball and kind of stay balanced offensively. Marcus Mariota had to make clutch throws on third down. Converting third downs would be huge as well. And take the points where you can get them. Points are going to be a scarcity in this game. I don't think the Broncos offense is that good either. So just take as many points as you can. Like all that, this is the game not to be aggressive on fourth down, I think. You had to take the points. If you're in field goal range, trial Jake Moody and take field goals. This will be a low-scoring game, I think. I don't think it'll be a bunch of offense. I just don't. If it is, the Broncos will be scoring the points, not us. So take the points you can get them and allow your defense to have some type of cushion with points taken so you can at least they can go on defense knowing some points on the board. So that's offense, right? Yes, agreed. I hope Dozy come out the game. If he doesn't come out the game healthy, that could be a problem. But nonetheless, I hope he does come out the game healthy. That'll be But yeah, nonetheless. So defense. We gotta stop the run first and foremost. That's first and foremost. Sean Payton's offenses like to lean on their run game and go play action. We have to stop the run. We have to stop the run. I think that's a huge key to this game. And to hold the Broncos offense back and forcing Bo Nix to beat you. I know Bo Nix has the talent, but he's been inconsistent this year. He's not been super consistent this year. I've said that in my what you call it my first look video. So yeah, gotta make Bo Nix beat you. And third of all, limit his legs. So you got the mush rush. Mush rushing allows you. It's a type of rush where you're not automatically trying to get the quarterback, but you're keeping him contained in the pocket, so he has to win from the pocket. Limit him running the ball, because if he runs and then gets first downs, gets momentum going, it's just asking for trouble. So if it's third and long, being aggressive trying to get him on the ground is fine. But if it's like third and 4, third and 5, playing press man coverage and then going ahead and doing mush rush to make sure he doesn't run out the pocket to get the first down is huge. And our corners have to cover. Our corners are going to have to cover, and our receivers want to create separation. That's going to be kind of tough, but we'll see how that goes. X factors for both teams. We'll start with the home team, the good guys. I think an X factor for us is Treylon Burks. He's had very limited opportunities this season, but the limited opportunities he's taken advantage of. He has 4 catch off 4 targets for 72 yards so far. I said he didn't play in the last game with the finger surgery, but like he'll be playing. That's huge. I think they're gonna try to take Terry away by double throwing Surtain at him, and then they'll try to double Debo. So that allows like Burks to have the number 3 corner on him, and if he has to beat the third corner. That's just what it is. He has to beat the third corner on the team and make plays. That's going to have to be a huge factor in this game. I would say Ertz, but their linebackers are so fast. I think this is a game that Ertz will not be a factor in. I think it's a game we have to play Senate more than Ertz, because Senate has the speed and athleticism to get open, while as Ertz does have savvy and has route running ability, but he doesn't have the speed anymore. So that'd be kind of another thing. I think it's a game where Ertz is going to be completely a non-factor. I think he won't go catchless, but it might be one of those games where Ertz has like 3 catches for 15 yards. Like, I don't think it's an Ertz type of game. I just don't see Zach Ertz being a big factor in this matchup. X factor defensively for the Commanders, I'm going to say Javon Kinlaw is. Their interior offensive line isn't that strong. And I think with Deron probably going to get doubled, because Deron's such a force in the middle, that Javon will have one-on-ones. And if Javon has one-on-ones, Javon has to win. Javon has to get to Bo Nix. Like, this is a game where he can't just be a good run defender. He has to be a good edge rusher. Well, you're not a good edge rusher, but a good pass rusher from the interior as well. So I think Javon Kinlaw is my X factor defensively for the Commanders. Offensively for me, when it comes to the Broncos, I think I got like Marvin Mims is an X factor, because he got us early in that game we played him in 2023, his rookie season, remember correctly. It was an angle 4, it was a deep ball, it was a bomb, and Marvin Mims got us. I know we're gonna try to throw. We don't throw Mikey at Sutton. We don't have a choice. Mikey's our best corner right now. So Mikey, this will be a game we might miss. We're gonna miss Trey Amos. This is the first time we're gonna really miss Trey Amos. Because Mikey, I don't think Mikey can even guard Cortland Sutton, because the size difference, the height difference. It's gonna be tough. You might have to play Will Harris at corner this week in his debut, in his return, because you just don't have enough bodies at corner. Like, you might play Carlin Vigors, maybe, I guess. But he don't like to tackle, so that's irritating. Antonio Hamilton Sr. sucks. Mikey's just too short for Sutton. I don't think I have an answer for Cortland Sutton in this game. He might have a monster game Sunday. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of scary. But I think the X factor for them defensively will be Jonathan Cooper. I think I'm gonna try to double Nick Benito, especially on Josh Conley Jr. side. Also, kind of side note, I can also think Josh Conley is a big X factor in this game as well, just because depending on how he blocks, it's going to depend on our pass protection schemes. Because if he can block a guy like Nick Benito 1-on-1, we don't have to chip it back and all that type of stuff. If he does struggle versus a guy like Nick Benito, then that could be a problem. So that's kind of that. Mm. So yeah, Josh Collins also kind of a side X factor in this game. The Commanders actually have a shot in this game, to believe it or not. This is like the weirdest 9-2 team I've ever seen in my life. They struggle with bad teams. So that's what I want to bring up to you. They beat the Jets 13-11. They beat the crap out the Cowboys, but the Cowboys defense wasn't good back then. They struggled with a couple bad teams this year. They struggled with a bunch of bad teams this year. They beat the Raiders 10-7. They were down 19-0 to the Giants in week 6. They struggled with the Titans week 1. Like, they have struggled with bad football teams. They barely beat the Texans. Like, they struggle. And the Texans aren't a bad team, but they're not a good offensive team. So let's leave it like that. They struggle with bad offenses. Like, the Raiders' offense is terrible. The Chiefs' offense is pretty good when it's on, but it's inconsistent. The Giants' offense is inconsistent. The Jets' offense stinks. Anyone's lost to the Jets. The Titans' offense stinks. They almost lost to them too. So, all I'm saying, they struggle with teams that can't score, which is so weird. But the Commanders are seventh in the league in EPA. EPA per play. So the Commanders' offense isn't total garbage. I believe you can move the ball on the Broncos defense a little bit. I do think the Broncos will win. I think they're going to struggle to win. It's going to be one like defensive struggles. I'm going to say 20-18. Broncos. I think the Commanders score one touchdown. They missed the extra point and they scored 4 field goals. Yeah. 1 touchdown, 4 field goals. And the Broncos scored 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. They win the game 20-18 on a game-winning field goal from their kicker. And they get to 10-2 and the Commanders have to 3-9. I think the Commanders could win this game. Actually, I'm not scared of the Broncos. This is the first time I'm like, I think we're only 6.5 point dogs. Like, I'm not scared of the Broncos. They don't put fear in me. They don't instill any fear. Bo Nix sucks. Bo Nix sucks, bro. He has not been great this season. He has been inconsistent as heck. I think if you can stop the run game, you can limit J.K. Dobbins, limit R.J. Harvey, and you make Bo Nix beat you. You got a shot. And you're getting Terry back. I think it's a huge look. You're getting Traylon Burks back from his injury. Some wide receiver reinforcements are coming for the Commanders. So I think we got a shot, bro. I know we're 3-8. I know we're supposed to be looking for this high draft pick. I want to compete. I want this game to be competitive. I don't want to get blown up in the first half and Adrian, my cousin, is yelling at me. I don't want to hear that. I don't want it. I want the game to be competitive. I want to be scared at the end, and they win at the end, and I go home. And she goes home, and we're all happy. We're close to a draft pick, and she gets a dub. But if the Commanders win, I'm be happy too. I'm be happy we win or lose. I don't really care at this point. I just want to see competitive football. I want to see I want to see a team that wants to fight. I want to see guys that want to make the roster next year, and I want to see these young guys play. That's all I want to see. I'm not looking for a victory. If we do get a victory, great. But I'm not going to oh my gosh, we lost. I'm not going to rant. I'm not going to do that. We lose, we lose. The Broncos are 9-2 for a reason. So I'm not going to be mad if we lose. But I think we can compete with these boys. I think we can have a shot at the end to win it, but I don't think we're going to win. I think it's going to be a tough competitive game, but the Commanders do fall short 20-18 over the Denver Broncos. I don't think of the rest of the slate so far. We'll preview we'll review the other games as well. And then we'll preview week 13 and we'll get out of here. Something I've been wanting to do on the channel lately, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and put up the slate, and let's go ahead and give my picks for week 13. That's outside these 4 games. Start with the first game of the week. This was Detroit Green Bay. Green Bay won the game 31-24. First of all, start with Detroit real quick. Start with the Lions. The Lions struggled offensively. They're without Sam Laporta, and it looks very evident. Last week they did win off of the heroics of Jahmyr Gibbs. This week he did not get the heroics from Jahmyr Gibbs. The Packers said, "Heck no, we're not allowing that. You're gonna beat me, Jared. Go offense, beat me." And Goff said, I don't got my fastball today, so I don't know what the heck to tell you. Jameson Williams did have a freaking game, though. He had 9 catches for 144 yards. He's like OD'd on them. But this wasn't enough. Josh Jacobs ran the ball effectively enough. Jordan Love had 4 touchdown passes. And the Green Bay Packers, I believe they're 8-5. I think they're 7-5-1 now. I think they're 7-5-1. They're 8-3-1. I'm sorry, excuse me. Shoot, I'm talking about the Cowboys. Yeah, they're 8-3-1, and the Lions dropped to 7-5. I think, right? Yep, they're 7-5. They're third in the NFC North Division, and I think they're outside of playoff picture if the playoffs start today. The game of the week, I think so far, Dallas, Kansas City. This was a fun game. Dak Prescott threw for a touchdown, or 22 touchdowns and an interception. CeeDee Lamb at 112 yards receiving. Also see George Pickens chipped in with another, I think, like 95 yards receiving as well. Javonte Williams ran the ball effectively enough off the carries he did have. Patrick Mahomes was phenomenal in this game. Threw 4 touchdown passes in this game. 2 to Rashee Rice, 1 to Travis Kelce, and 1 to Hollywood Brown on a beautiful toe tap as well. But just wasn't good enough. Every time the Chiefs were going to stop the Cowboys, George Pickens just made a big catch. Like every time, especially in the fourth quarter. Like he had a 1 drop. Outside of that, Pickens was absolutely phenomenal. They couldn't stop Pickens on the slant. Like they spammed the Pickens slant, and the Pickens slant was clutch every single time. And it led the Cowboys to victory. Air Pickens, he went Air Pickens on him with the hurdle. That was fire, by the way. And the Cowboys win the game 31-28. The Cowboys are currently 6-5-1, and the Kansas City Chiefs are at 500 at 6-6. I think the Kansas City Chiefs season is over. Patrick Mahomes and company will have to wait to 2026 to get back to some relevancy. I think their season's cooked. I just don't think they're gonna. I think I win 10 games again in the playoffs in the AFC. I think I'm gonna win 10 games. So the Kansas City Chiefs season is pretty much over with. The shocker of the week so far. This is Cincinnati putting BTA belt to behind on the Baltimore Ravens 32-14. Baltimore had 5 turnovers. Oh my gosh, Lamar looked terrible. And Joe Burrow looked really good in his return. 261 yards passing. I think he threw a couple touchdown passes as well. Joe Burrow looked really good in his return, and their defense looked really good as well. 52% completion. So completion is pretty low, but that's kind of given. We just came from an injury, 261 passing yards and 2 touchdowns for Joe Burrow. But Joe Burrow did throw the ball 46 goddamn times, which is absolutely freaking ridiculous. But whatever. Chase Brown had 78 yards rushing. Of course, Jamar Chase in his return for suspension had 110 yards receiving, and they beat the dog crap out of the freaking Ravens. And now the Ravens are in a tough position. Their 5-game win streak got snapped. They're back at 500, I think, and they're kind of in a tough spot. But they're only a half game behind the Steelers. So we'll see if the Steelers can win this week and make it a full game. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Ravens finish up the season. I still think they're a playoff team, though. This is interesting. The Chicago Bears defeat the Philadelphia Eagles at the Link 24-15. Jalen Hurts had 230 yards passing. Didn't give a crap. It was like half it was in garbage time. Kyle Malungai and DeAndre Swift took the show today. Like, this was crazy. They delivered sweet honey iced tea out the football. The Eagles had no answer for Ben Johnson's run game today. Tosses were hitting. Counters were hitting. Duos were hitting. Fake the duo go counter was hitting. Everything was just hitting, bro. I think the Bears ran for 250 yards today. Like, they ran all over that Philadelphia defensive line. And Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis did not look good today at all, stopping the run. It was very, very bad. And overall defense weren't good stopping the run. So, and the Eagles, once again, their offense with Kevin Patulio sucks. I'm going to put some on the players. Jalen Hurts was inaccurate today. Ball placement was terrible at times. AJ had a feast, but outside AJ, like, no one really had a feast today. Like, Saquon kind of struggled a little bit. Very modest game by one Saquon Barkley. Very modest game for a guy like Devontae Smith as well. And Dallas Goedert. It was just the AJ Brown show featuring Jalen Hurts, and this wasn't enough. Let's move on. San Francisco is going to Cleveland. San Fran's 4.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Niners beat the crap out the freaking the Browns. But I think Shedeur is going to have a decent game and show why he deserves to be a starter going forward, though, but it just won't be enough as they will lose to the Niners. Jacksonville's traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 6-point favorites. I like the way Tennessee competed last week versus the Seattle Seahawks. I think this game is going to be tighter than a 6-point game. I think that the Titans will cover, but I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars are better, so I think they're going to win the game. Point blank in the discussion. Indianapolis taking on Houston. Houston is a 3-point underdog. I'm going to take the Texans here. I think they get CJ Stroud back this week. Their defense is so ferocious. I think they're going to take away Jonathan Taylor, and they're going to take Daniel Jones and make him beat them. And Daniel Jones is not shown he could beat a team without Jonathan Taylor going ape crap on somebody. So until he does so, I don't trust him. I'm going to take the Texans in an upset. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I'm not going to lie to you. The same thing on the Dolphins. This game is disgusting. Miami's a 5.5-point favorite. I would take the Dolphins. They're at home. And the Saints just stink. Let's just go with the Dolphins are good either, but the Saints just stink. Atlanta's going to New York take on the Jets. The Atlanta Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. What's up, like 5.5 going on the road? I'm going to take Atlanta reluctantly because I just don't think the Jets have another win in them this season, but I could be wrong. Tyrod Taylor can go out there. Tyrod Taylor can go out there and have a outstanding game. A.D. Mitchell has a breakout game or something like that. Or the run game just goes ape crap and they run for 250 yards. Like, anything could happen. But I just think the Atlanta defense is going to really shut the faucet off and just make Tyrod Taylor turn into Superman. And I just don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to take the Falcons reluctantly, though. The Arizona Cardinals are taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks are 3.5-point favorites. I want to take the Buccaneers. They got shellacked on Sunday Football last week. They're looking to rebound. And I think it's a good rebound team coming to Tampa. And Raymond James Stadium is lit, by the way. If you have not been to a Bucks game, I advise you to do so. I went with the Commanders, played them last year in Week 1, and the atmosphere was lit. I had a great time in Tampa. I love that city, and I'd love to go back sometime very, very soon. The Rams taking on the Panthers. The Rams are 10-point favorites. I think the Panthers covered at 10. I'm taking the Rams to win, though. I think this is a better football team than the Panthers right now. And the Panthers are showing that they're fraudulent. So I think they'll compete, though. I think they'll keep the game close, but I just don't think they'll win. Minnesota taking on Seattle. Seattle's an 11.5-point favorite. I do not think the Minnesota Vikings will cover 11.5. I do have the Seahawks by 14. I think it's better. And JD McCarthy just stinks. He's just garbage. He's terrible. He's a bad quarterback. He disgusts me how bad he is. The 10th pick in the draft is just terrible. I don't know what the heck that's about. That's just bad. Buffalo's taking on Pittsburgh. The Bills are 3-point favorites. This is tough. I'm gonna take Buffalo, but I don't trust it. I don't trust either one of these teams right now. They're both kind of fraudulent to me. The Chargers are taking on the Raiders. The Chargers are 8.5-point favorites. I'm surprised that this line is this low. The Raiders stink. They stink. And the Chargers they don't stink. So as long as their crap don't stink, they won't lose to these dudes. So just give me the Chargers over the Raiders. Commanders taking on the Broncos. I already said the Broncos will win the game. They're 5-point favorites. And I think the Broncos will win 20-18 in a very tightly defensive slobber knocker here. And I think the Patriots are going to beat the dog crap out the freaking Giants. So, quick recap if I get out of here. I have Patriots, Broncos, Chargers, Bills, Seahawks, Rams, Bucks, Falcons, Dolphins, Houston. I got the Texas one more episode of the week. I have Jacksonville. I have San Francisco, and the other 4 games are already played. So, hope you enjoyed this evening's live stream. I just kind of previewed the whole week. Enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Shout out Jeris coming in as well. We're going to the offs. We will see. One game at a time. Beat the Broncos first. And then A's playing with a fracture. What? I forgot about that crap. Oh, heck no. Heck yeah, I'm taking the daggone Texans down. Shoot. He playing with a broken leg? Is he insane? What is wrong with that guy? He's not a great passer as is. And then the thing that makes him dangerous is his legs. But now he can't run. Okay. All right. That should be fun. I don't know what. Dang, Jones is insane. He's crazy. They're gonna shoot that thing up. That boy ain't gonna feel none of that pain until after the game. They're gonna shoot that thing up, boy. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's live stream. If you guys enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. So I want to kind of switch up on the channel this year and kind of give you guys NFL previews as well, because I want to talk about the whole National Football League a little bit more. But I will have some updates for you guys. I might be starting a full NFL channel pretty soon as well. So until then, like, comment, subscribe. Once again, love you guys. Appreciate you guys' support. Go Commanders, raise hell. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Love you guys. And hope we can win Sunday. I'm not picking us to win. I don't trust us right now. And hope my cousin I hope I can shut my cousin up. That'd be great. She comes to the game, the Commanders win. You know, she's a Broncos fan. I can laugh. I can joke a little bit. Yes, victory is mine. You know, do the Stewie thing. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah. So then, have a good one. I'll bring you guys some off-season content when the off-season does begin. I'll be recorded now, though. So keep that in mind. If you see those recordings, they'll be recorded this weekend. I'll start kind of to do the filtering process. I'll do my first 3 off-season videos this weekend, and I'll have those uploaded for you when the off-season does begin. So then, have a good one, and I will catch you guys on the next one.